Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. As you can see, I'll say this, three speaking engagements today. So, if you've been following my stories, you know that I started early in the morning, 10 a.m. And I just got finished like 15 minutes ago. I had a great time, but I wanted to talk about what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up to make things go to where you want them to go? This could easily go with finances, it can go with business. It's just about sacrifice. So today is Saturday, right? Today is Saturday. And I had a speaking engagement that was already booked a while ago, probably a few months ago. What is it, April? I probably had this speaking engagement booked in January, right? Um, but then an opportunity about a month ago came up for two more speaking engagements on the same day. The only way that I was able to make it work is because, first of all, it's virtual, because the first speaking engagement was in Texas this morning, and the next two were in California. And because of the time change, I was able to get all three of them in. But the point of me saying that is that my Saturday, 10 a.m. to now, I'm on the East Coast, 3:30 p.m. It's pretty much shot. It's pretty much shot. And so that's something I was willing to give up to keep my business where I wanted to be and the way that I need to be growing. Because from who I spoke to today, I spoke to at least out of the three sessions, at least over 300 people. Over 300 people got to hear my message about how I paid off the $50,000 of debt in 2 years, but my message about how they can financially win in life. And it wasn't just, and it was across the board. I mean, people from, you know, 11-year-olds to 70-year-olds out of that 350 people. So I gave my Saturday up for that, because that's what, for those of you in business, it should be bigger than you. Okay, what you're doing should be bigger than you, and you should be wanting to help other people. One of the young ladies on my second one, she asked about going into business. How did I how to start a business and go into business and so forth. And I told her that she has to go for what she's passionate about first and foremost, not the money, what she's passionate about. Because I said it's going to be hard days. It's going to make you want to quit. But if you're passionate about what you do, you won't quit. And I told her, I said, you got to be willing to help other people. And then when you're willing to help other people, the money always comes. It always comes. Like, I'm sure from the speaking engagements I had today that more speaking engagements are going to come after it because of the willingness to give and help during those three speaking engagements. I know more is going to come. But like I said, I gave up my Saturday for that. But for those of you who want to go into business, those of you who want to be business owners in the future, what are you willing to give up? Like, this is my 10th year in business. But the first few years, and those of you who've been following me for a long time, every morning I woke up at 4 a.m. the first 2 years of my business and worked to 7 a.m. because I still was in corporate America. I would wake up at 4 a.m. and I worked to 7 a.m., 3 hours a day on my business, sending emails, setting up calls for when I had a lunch break, working on my website, working on my business cards, getting people to try to, get a business card together and design. That was the first 2 years. And I mean, I gave up sleep, like real sleep. Like, not only did I wake up at 4 a.m. to work to 7 a.m., at night I worked from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. and then went to bed and did it all over again. And that's not even talking about the 8 to 5 that I had, which was a lot of driving and a lot of energy and lifting things because the kind of job I had, all that kind of stuff. And that was sacrifice to even get started to where I am today. When I first started, other sacrifices that made, I didn't go to nobody's stuff. All right. I didn't go to nobody's stuff. Children birthday parties, yes. But anything else, nah, I'm not going to make it. No, because I needed the time to work on my business, and I needed sleep other than that, and just time to myself. And after doing all that, when I was paying out the 50 grand of debt in 2 years, that was sacrifice. Okay, we didn't go out to eat for 2 years. We didn't go on vacation for 2 years. Nobody got a gift for 2 years. And I mean nobody. Nobody. I didn't even get my 1-year-old a gift. Like, he had Christmas during that time, and whatever he got from grandparents and other people that was just happy that he was here, because it was the first grandchild in a while and all that stuff, that's the present he got. He didn't get nothing from me. And people think like, dang, y'all did that. We were $50,000 in debt with one income and a 1-year-old. Yes, there's sacrifice. Okay, and I don't think we had to do it all over again, the same circumstances, it was going to be the same thing. I might have even went harder, might have tried to make it less than 2 years, right? But none of that, like no vacation, no going out to eat, no gifts for anybody, not anniversary, not birthday, not Christmas, nothing. Nobody got anything for 2 years, right? That's sacrifice, and that's what, other than the 3 speaking engagements this week, I had another one, I believe on Wednesday, and that's what I talked about as well. Like, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to give up today for your tomorrow? That's what you got to ask yourself. What am I willing to give up in my today for tomorrow? Like, my today during that time was 2 years, but my tomorrow is for the rest of my life. Like, if you all follow me, you know that I've been traveling a lot, and before my last speaking engagement, a deal for Rome came up. I'm going to look at that. I'm going to see if the dates work, because when it came up, it was for next year. Rome. If the dates work, because the price already right. If the dates work and the weather work, I will be in Rome next year. Because, I don't have no debt. I got a house, but that's it. So anything outside of making sure my monthly bills are paid, it's free money. Just do whatever I want. Because I was okay with saying no to my today so I can say yes to my tomorrow. And I'm living in my tomorrow right now. How many of you are ready to live in your tomorrow? If you say yes to yourself, whether you're typing it in or just saying it to yourself, what are you willing to give up today for that tomorrow? Sometimes I speak to people. A lot of times I don't do a lot of one-on-ones at all. Like, I like doing me to big groups and speaking and so forth. I don't do a lot of one-on-ones, but a lot of people who say, Janae, I can't work with you because you gonna have me doing all this kind of stuff. I gotta give up this, gotta give up that. When you say that, I see as you're gonna be in the same place next year. You're gonna be in the same place a few years from now. And I've seen those people that said that to me 3 years ago, and they still in the same place. And I didn't even offer that I was going to work with you. You just freely said that to me. But you're in the same place 3 years ago. We only got one life. One life. And so you have to be able to sacrifice something for the greater. Because once you look back at it, you're going to realize that was something little. Like, us not going out to eat for 2 years, like, that's nothing compared to trips that I'm taking today. And I also now eat out all the time. That's another story that I need to stop doing. But either way, what I gave up in my present back then for my tomorrow that is now and forever, it was worth it. Every bit of it worth it. I'll do it all over again. I'll go harder. If I could see what I'm seeing right now today, I would have went harder then. Yeah, so this was just an off-the-cuff live. I thought about it because, like I said, today, out of those 3 speaking engagements, at least 350 people. And the earliest week I had to speak to a smaller group of women, about 20 women. And I'm just reflecting on the entire week. Of questions, and I think I got right now 20 people in my inbox from my speaking engagements today that I have to answer questions from, and so that's what I'm going to do. But I'm just reflecting on everything for this week, and it all comes down to, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to give up to have what you want? That's it. And once you realize that a lot of things that you could give up are really, they're nothing. They're nothing compared to what you can have. You'll give it up a lot easier. You'll give it a lot. What you think is really important, today is no comparison to what's in the future that awaits you. All right. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your Saturday, and a great week next week. I am done today for speaking. So I am going to rest. I'm sure a nap is in my future at some point. But y'all have a good one. All right. Bye bye.